Welcome to Envirotube. Today we're at Joyty's place. Joyti has made it her mission to recycle and repurpose everything she can. Probably the big ticket item in this yard is the Biodigester. Now, a lot of you have never heard of a Biodigester. It's a relatively new concept. What's a Biodigester, Joyti?
Well, a biodigester is something that converts a food waste into gas or fuel that you can use and cook with.
Is it like a stomach?
It's like a stomach, exactly. So normally if you put your food waste into your bin, it goes into the landfill and it creates methane and you're not capturing it, but here what we do is capture it. So I put my food waste in here, it goes into the digester here and it's an anaerobic digester, so there's no air. It converts the food into methane, there are bacteria in the digester, and then it comes up to the chamber over here and then I can use it to cook. It also gives me fertilizer every day, which is an additional bonus.
How much cooking are we talking about?
Oh, not too much. It's like an hour or two of cooking every day for the food waste that a household generates. Sometimes I bring waste from work and add it to this, but yeah, it's enough for a household.
Okay, Joyti, we've got the biodigester, we've got the kitchen scraps. You've actually bought some kitchen scraps. Can you show us how it works?
Yeah, sure. So this is the kitchen caddy in which I collect all my kitchen waste. And so what I do is just bring the waste. I don't have too much of it at the moment. Now what I do is I take this kitchen waste. I just have to open this lid. This lid keeps the flies off the digester. It's quite heavy. And then there is a little, I don't know what to call this, thing
plunger.
A plunger, yes, that's the word. And then I put in the waste here. I'm going to bring the hose pipe here and then just let the water run until it starts coming out at the back. This is where I collect the fertilizer. It's full of water now. That's it.
What a system. You use kitchen waste to generate methane to cook. Gee, with the rising costs of electricity and gas, this seems like a no-brainer.
So I'm just going to light it, but you can feel the heat and you can certainly feel it when I start cooking. So I'm just going to make some hash browns today. So the pipe goes from the digester to the stove over here. It's a single burner stove and I've just put this protective pipe over it. It's starting to cook now, so I'll just explain how this whole system works. Waste is fed into the system sink through this opening over here. It goes down to the tank over here and it turns into biogas. The bacteria digest the food waste and then through this filter over here that removes the hydrogen sulfide and other gases that you don't require and lets only the methane collect into this chamber. Now you can connect it to the cooking range or a stove and that's where you cook, and then at the back you get some fertilizer which you can use in your garden. And you can use this directly on the plants. Yeah.
Joyti has an amazing backyard. Everything in it is recycled. Recycling, repurposing. It's the holy grail, and here we're visiting a yard that really takes this on board. We're checking out a biodigester, but not only that, she's got native bees, she's got a veggie garden, she's got everything you could think of that you would want in a suburban backyard.
I've got some native fish in there.
I can't see anything.
No, they seem to like the bottom and they just stick to the bottom. But I've cleaned the bathtub a few times and they have been there. Yeah, they're happy and there are no mosquito larvae. Well, this one, I saw the removalist taking it to his truck. He said, it's leaking, why would you want? I find it pretty amazing how, like, just because things are rusted, if you just give a coat of paint to anything, like that antlers over there, that's again something I found on the street. I just gave it a coat of paint.
Oh, how's your hash browns? Are they burning?
Oh, they are. I do this all the time. While cooking, I get distracted, especially if I come to the garden and I burn my food. But there it is, almost done, so I might switch it off now.
It's not every day you get to eat and film. This is one of those special days.
And the best thing, it's cooked on biogas. You haven't spent a penny doing this.
Thank you.
also gets to do it.
I liked it better when the camera guy was going hungry watching us.
Much bigger crew.
Joyty's going to do the big reveal. We're going to see what's underneath this plastic covering. We're going to see the innards, the hidden secrets of the biodigester. That's the gas.
That's the gas. That's the food waste and water. And the gas gets filtered through that pipe there, the one behind. And then it comes into this chamber. Filtered gas comes into this chamber, and this is flexible. As you can see, these things on the top, they're the sandbags.
You can't really see them, but there's two black bags on top.
Yeah. So as the gas fills up, the sandbags slowly raise, and that gives the pressure which is good enough for cooking.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Joyti Shankar, what an inspiration. This biodigester, anyone could do it, but nobody does. You can see how simple a system it is. You just put your kitchen waste in and you get methane gas. There's nothing to it. We've been around here. It doesn't smell. Why don't you give it a go? Well, your garden is just fantastic, and I'm really glad you let us visit.
Thank you for coming. My pleasure.